a lot with women that come to me in this industry and in our community is that they will say things like, they'll really be concerned about things that aren't all that important. So things like, what's this exact thing that guys like? One of the big things that I get all the time is women will come and they'll be like, okay, you've got to have big boobs and a nice big butt, and you've got to be this tall and this thin and this and that. And it's kind of like this thing where they grabbed a whole bunch of different things that they know that different guys like, and they shoved them all together. And they're like, this is what men want, right? And it's really interesting because a lot of those things that they talk about aren't actually the most important things for a guy. Guys make decisions about who they date, who they are in a relationship with, who they want to be with in a long-term relationship versus something that's just casual, based on emotion, right? They do it because of how they feel. They feel a certain way. And it might be with a woman that in fact, a lot of times it's with a woman who isn't what they visually thought in their minds, right? Maybe of some guys who do this. They're like, oh, I want this type of a woman. And then they end up with somebody completely different. Or women who do that for a matter of fact, where they're like, oh, I'd love to have this kind of guy. And then they end up with somebody that's completely opposite of what they said, because we are attracted to certain things and we feel a certain way. And that's what we make most of our decisions on in our lives, regardless of what we're making decisions on. And so today I wanted to talk about this subject of feeling really good in your body, feeling really great about yourself and who you are, because it's that emotion that you bring to a guy that is by far the most important thing. And I wanted to bring on this great expert that we have here, Una Duncan. She's a world, an international best-selling author. She's a fitness expert, and she really helps people connect with themselves, connect with their emotions, and really love themselves and love their bodies and love exercising. And so I just wanted to come on and bring her. We actually met at a Tony Robbins event. I just wanted to throw that out there. We got along great at the event. And so I thought it'd be fun to have her on the channel and come and talk to you guys about her expertise. So,
and we jumped into a freezing cold river together.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We jumped into a freezing cold river together.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much for the intro, Matt. You know what was reminding me when you said, women will often have an idea of the type that they're attracted to, but then sometimes they end up with someone who doesn't necessarily fit that type, but it makes them feel that way. And the biggest example I was thinking of, if you ask a lot of women, they'll say, oh, I like a really tall man. Right? But if you get a man who's not that tall, but he really owns his masculinity and he makes you feel in your feminine and feel taken care of, or whatever those feelings are that you want, then you're like, oh, I'm fine without the tall. This is the feeling that I wanted. And so that was the kind of example that I could really relate to as a woman that you're talking about. And I do think that there are so many women out there that we are brainwashed women. We are brainwashed to think that men will not be attracted to us if we don't have the boobs or the waist or the bum or the whatever is the latest. And by the way, you guys know that what men are attracted to changes all the time, right? Like when, in my short life, I'm 43. I still remember times when I wanted, to look like Linda Hamilton in Terminator. So she had this really buff kind of look. And then I remember in the 90s, what was really popular was enormous boobs, but like a stick, like Winona Ryder. I really wanted to look like Winona Ryder. And then now it's all about the bum. But when I was a teenager, like you couldn't have a bum. That was sort of really bad. It was all about the boobs. So this stuff changes all the time. And ladies, if we were to try and adapt our physical bodies to fit the latest trends of what men are supposedly attracted to, which is mostly BS. It's just fashion trends meant to sell us stuff. But if we were to try to change our bodies to fit this, we would go berserk, and we kind of do, right? So that is one of the reasons why it is so important to feel good right now, because as Matt was saying, it's really the way you make a man feel that he is attracted to. And he's going to feel so good if you feel good. I'm sure, Matt, you probably talk about this all the time. Like, that's what dudes want, right? They want to be around a woman who is happy and who's feeling good, and that they can feel like they are helping her feel good, right?
Yeah.